Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Naraja Carmila, and for today, my crewmates and I will be presenting on our interview session with an organization called Telecom Malaysia Berhad. Telecom Malaysia Berhad is the Malaysia leading telco, and they have been the national connectivity and digital infrastructure provider for 70 years. We have chose Telecom Malaysia Berhad because of their clear vision that is to go beyond making profits by helping their customers to enhance their lives. First, we have approached Telecom Malaysia through email, and after a few discussions with my groupmates, we have conducted an interview session with Telecom Malaysia Berhad on 1st of December. Telecom Malaysia Berhad has a sustainable objective, which means they are focusing on projects that brings a long-term impact towards the society. Telecom Malaysia focus on three pillars that calls as EES, which stands for economic, environmental, and social pillars. Telecom Malaysia has objective is optimizing their economic and social development while minimizing their environmental footprint to create a stakeholder value.
Good day. My name is Nurafisa Akila, and now I'll be presenting corporate social responsibility activities by Telecom Malaysia. TM carries out a long-term and sustainable CSR program which is carried out nationwide. TM CSR programs are based on TMES pillar, which is economic, environmental, and social. So through economic framework, there is program Usaha Wanita, which aims to empower women entrepreneurs by giving the boost they needed to support them in terms of growing their businesses, create own job opportunities, penetrate wider markets, and increase profitability through strategic data-backed business decisions, as well as upskilling women through online technology for better day-to-day business decision-making. TM specifically designed a big analytic data system, a customized business solution called the Dynapreneur platform, to help entrepreneurs manage their business sophisticatedly by only using phones and smart devices. TM also developed an online platform, DynaLink, to connect entrepreneurs involved in the program to share information, products, as well as advertise their business to each other. The program also provided participants with a series of business coaching in an array of training modules to improve their business operations and boost their incomes. Besides that, entrepreneurs were also given business training, analysis, and coaching by professional trainers and experts through a 6-month program. PUW has groomed approximately 500 women entrepreneurs with business skills and essential capabilities to run a business efficiently. Next, through the environmental framework, there is the project the Corals Malaysia Incubator Program in collaboration with Yayasan Coral Malaysia. This program's aim is to raise awareness on environment preservation and the importance of the marine ecosystem for the sustainability of Mother Nature through the coral propagation, as well as to ensure the fishermen community can also benefit from a higher income and ultimately improve their standard of living by helping instill local entrepreneurship skills by training fishermen to be incubators while helping to boost the aqua and tourism industry in Malaysia. Since the launch of the program, approximately 1,200 corals have been propagated by more than 300 volunteers from the diverse community. Every year, 3 local fishermen will be selected as pioneers and will be exposed to coral propagation through a hands-on training session by YCM. The fishermen selected will be trained with the proper technique in coral farming while preserving the marine environment. As of 2020, a total of 65 coral tables are invested by TM for incubators and coral adoption program. Lastly, through the social framework, there is TM School Adoption Program, where TM has funded 2.4 million ringgit for 15 chosen schools in rural areas around Malaysia since 2003. Throughout the years, the program has helped improve and enhance lives of more than 20,000 students, teachers, parents, and local community members. TM School Adoption Program aims to raise awareness on the importance of academic achievement among students from low-income families for a better future, while providing ICT facilities to bridge the digital divide in the district, as well as establishing a strong foundation for the nation's digital workforce in meeting future challenges, which include IR 4.0. Besides that, it is a comprehensive program that encourages the participation of parents and communities to attend ICT and motivational courses as well as parenting seminars to better equip them to guide students in their education. The program also now offers a better learning experience for the school's community with the exposure to innovations and technologies through programs such as TM Robotics Program. The programs are designed to benefit not only the students but also the teachers, parents and local community.
Telekom Malaysia conducted a Malaysian-wide CSR program, which means every single CSR program that made by Telekom Malaysia are in a big scale, which is involved all society in Malaysia. And for any kind of CSR program that made by Telekom Malaysia, they always refer to EES framework. What is EES framework? E refer to economic, E for environmental, and S for social. For example, for economic, Telekom Malaysia conducted a program known as Usahawan Wanita to help single mother around Malaysia by teaching them new skill so that they can enhance by doing business and improve their quality of life in terms of economy. The second one, for environmental, Telekom Malaysia also taking part to save our nature by Yayasan Coral Malaysia to save all coral at the sea around Malaysia. And the third one, for social. For social, Telekom Malaysia have 15 schools as their sekolah angkat, and also they conducted TM Future Skills for kids under 12 years old to learn new things, to learn about technologies and also about IR 4.0. This shows how a big scale project that made by Telekom Malaysia.
Corporate Responsibility and External Stakeholder Management, or it's called CRESM, is the department who manages the corporate social responsibility of Telekom Malaysia Berhad organization by delegating tasks in accordance with their three main pillars, that is, economic, environmental, and social pillars. The team members consist of 4 people that work together by helping each other in every project involved. The team management members usually work within or even between organizations to accomplish projects that are sustainable and impactful for the society. Usually, they will have a monthly or quarterly session with their potential partners to update with their progress, exchange information, develop new ideas, settling problems that arises within the projects too, and integrate complicated projects together. Besides, the leader also gives them empowerment to the team members by encouraging them to use their own creativity as long as it is aligning with their mission and direction of the organization. I believe with the freedom and autonomy that is given from the leader to the team members, it will increase the effectiveness of the team members' work. Thus, with the small team members and a good leadership, this will increase the efficiency, which resulted to increase the effectiveness of the CSR department.
For the next question, we ask them about the kind of leadership does the person in charge practices. Okay, for this question, we explain to them the few examples of the theories that we learn in our study, so that we know which one of them they can relate to. Okay, so the one that they can relate to is the LMX theory and also the host path theory. Okay, so in LMX model, they said that the leader tend to engage up close and personal to know the co-worker better. Okay, so this means that during the CSR program, for example, TM Coral Reef program, okay, the leader does not need to engage with all of the team member, okay, but only with the CSR team, okay, not the whole Coral Reef team, but only the CSR team, to ensure that the leader know the pros and cons of the team members, and also strengthen the teamwork within the team themselves. Okay, so for the next leadership that can relate to, which is the house path goal theory. Okay, so the team relate the house path theory with the leadership, their leader, with the leader does not only just give them work and just leave them be, but also the leader teach them how to do the work. Okay, so for example, the leader give coaching or encouragement to co-workers that can't do or can't perform their job. Okay, so this way the leader can ensure that the work and the exposure of the people in the workspace are better this way. Okay, these are shown in the examples they are told by the co-workers, where the interns or the trainee are also included in the meeting to show that they have their own say or they can have their own opinion, which obviously is a good example of healthy workspace.
Now we will move on to the next part of the question, which is what kind of approach do you use to motivate your CSR team? And based on the answers given by the MCSR department, we found out that it is very closely related to the goal setting theory by Edwin Locke. This theory explains the positive outcomes from goal specificity, challenge, and feedback on performance. They also explain the relationship between goal and performance, in which influenced by three factors, which is goal commitment, task characteristic, and national culture. From TM's perspective, they have to be committed to the goal due to it being closely related to TM brand's image to the public. And for the task characteristic, they are able to do their CSR program very smoothly due to the ES pillar, which is very direct and clear. And lastly, for the national culture, the TM CSR team personal belief is that doing CSR program is some kind of a form to collect good deeds in order to prepare for their hereafter life. On to the next question, which is please share with us one of your most successful CSR programs. So based on their answers, TM CSR department are able to conduct a successful programs due to the rational decision-making model, in which this model explains the reliability on assumptions such as complete information, identification on relevant options, and choosing option with the highest utility. So their successful program are based on their EES pillar, in which in the economic pillar there are TM Sejahtera program, in which they provide monetary and skill developing aid to single mothers. In environment, there's TM Earth Camp, in which they educate school children on nature. And lastly, in social pillar, there are TM Future Skill, which is just developed this year, and they incorporated STEM syllabus in that program. Now I will pass on to Safwan for the next question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lisha, for the explanation. Alright, so moving on to the next question, we asked them how do they keep their reputation in conducting CSR program. Okay, so we asked them that and they answer. Firstly, they emphasize on the both good terms. Okay, the both good terms refer to the both TM company and also the CSR subject gains benefit from the CSR activity. Okay, so they said that the TM will gain more recognition and more exposure to the public, while the CSR subject will gain, for example, more health benefits or food, for example. Okay, so this refers back to the Lisha explanation of rational decision making, where the company makes decision that will be relevant for the company themselves. Okay, this also relates to the utilitarianism theory, where the consideration and also activities and decisions that are made because of the impact and not only because of the aesthetic value or even the because it is beautiful. Okay, it more to practicality. Okay, so they made it because they will gain more recognition and all. Okay, and not only that, they also focuses on increasing the value of the CSR program. Okay, so they don't maintain only the same project each and every year. Okay, so we can see that the increase of the trend of the exposure. For example, the most major activity would be the TM rovers or also any more latest activity that TM conducted.
What are the challenges faced by TM in doing CSR program? First, lack of group member is CSR department. TM CSR department is too small and they just have 4 persons in a team. With just 4 persons in a team, they need to handle a group of CSR program. Maybe this is quite difficult to them to handle the program efficiently. Besides that, there is too high of expectation from the community, society, beneficiary, and stakeholders. For example, what can given by TM is A, but stakeholder maybe expect more and more, maybe B or C. However, the only things that can given by TM is A, but TM has tried their best to make sure what they are given to the community is a very impactful program. So this considered as a biggest challenge for TM to satisfy everyone. The moral values that TM wants their employee to practice, which is volunteerism. TM have their own volunteers, which call TM rovers. During the disaster, they need a lot of volunteers. So at the times, all of the volunteers, which is the employee of the company, will come and help each other because TM want everyone involved in the project that they conduct. This is because TM wants to bring them to feel themselves the spirit of the volunteerism from the CSR project, which is such as the disaster program. The purpose of TM to doing this action is to increase the motivations of employees and also to create and share a good purpose. Because when they're doing some good things to the communities, so they will create a good moral values on themselves. COVID-19 has impacted the TM company directly and indirectly. For example, they need to work from home. However, the pandemic can't stop them to carry out the CSR project. For example, they visit to the hospital to provide food and non-food items to the patient, doctor, and also nurse. Besides that, they still visit to the communities nearby which is affected by the COVID-19. Furthermore, due to the COVID-19, TM had conducted a program and workshop which such as the TM future skill. Moreover, due to the pandemic, TM has found a solution which is to divert the CSR program more to the social pillars.
As a conclusion, our interview with Telekom Malaysia has given deeper understanding on how organizational behavior studies applied in a real-life situation. Various organizational behavior theories are applied in managing TM company, especially in times of COVID-19. TM's excellent CSR teams and their infamous EES pillar, no doubt making them one of the prominent companies in CSR activities. Also, as we can see from my friend's presentation, how they actually apply all the theory, leadership, and also a motivation theory in the organization directly or indirectly. So I think that's all from us. Thank you so much.